So the final whistle has gone, boys and girls. At Ewood Park, and Rovers are well and truly in the dog shit. That's right. 3-1 loss to a Sheffield Wednesday side who are on the up. That's right. Wednesday now out the drop zone. 47 points for them for the season right now. Rovers on 49. 2 games left. 6 points to be had. It is going to be a very much tense affair, and Rovers are well and truly in this now. And of course, it puts a bit more humongous emphasis on that victory against Leeds last week. But today was the big one. Realistically, you could sugarcoat the Leeds one as a free hit, which it was. Unfortunately, we got those 3 points because without those 3 points, we would be nestling in the drop zone. Today, we lost. We lost convincingly. We were never in this one. And the finger of blame, you're going to say, goes to Pears. 2 of the goals, I think he was at fault. The first one, Windass, of course, likes his long-range specials, and he got a long-range special today. Pears well out of his net. Windass with a long looping effort in the back of the net. Smodic, though, quick fire, does what he does. Of course, his stock remains sky high after another goal-scoring display. Scored to add another one to his tally to make it 1-1 half-time. We're looking okay, and a point would have been all right. A point would have been okay, but we are still, that wasn't to be the case. Second half, Wednesday got a second goal, a great, probably the cleanest goal they got. Marvin Johnson, great goal there to put them 2-1 up, and then a Pears howler. That's going to be on the blooper VHS specials for years to come, and of course we'll put question marks on the number 1 jersey because right now I don't know who I'd want between the sticks. I think I'd rather have Richard Smallwood back between the sticks because I just don't know. I don't believe in our keepers at the moment. Wallstadt had a bad run. Pears had a real bad game today. Fortunately our next game is at home. It's at Coventry. We just don't know what kind of Coventry will show up. Coventry, that's got an FA Cup distraction on their mind today. Will there be an FA Cup distraction at the back of their minds when this game comes around? And when this game does come around, they would have had to play Hull midweek, which of course could be a game too many in a short space of time. So I'm hoping that we can get something out of this because I still think 1 point might be enough over the course of the 2 games, and I don't really want us to go into that game against Leicester on the final day to keep us in this division, because right now we are, I'd say, fastly becoming one of the favourites to go down. I know there's a monster game as well next week, Huddersfield and Birmingham, which could at least secure one of those relegation spots if everything else goes in our favour. Basically, if we win against Coventry, we're safe. If we don't, a draw may be enough, depending on what goes on elsewhere. And of course, goal difference could be a factor, but realistically, we need to get this done before that game against Leicester because I fear that game. And I think if we go into that game with them trying to compete for the title or promotion and us trying to compete for survival, we're going to come out on egg or face. But let's give credit where credit's due. Wednesday have been scrapping for their lives. Their appointment of Danny Roll should really be a manager of the season sort of debate here. I think he's done a fantastic job with what he's got. Let's turn the clock back to the start of the season. Darren Moore was there. There was a lot of toxicity around Sheffield Wednesday, but Danny Roll, probably himself, has managed to galvanise the fan base, bring up a massive bit of belief in that team, and they are now out the drop zone. And of course, if everything else goes their way, if they win out, they are safe. Same for Rovers. We win out, we're safe. But they wanted this more. There was 100% facts. They wanted this more. And that is a big concern for Rovers now. It's a big concern for Rovers next season, whatever division we play in, of course. And it looks right now, if I had to put a bet on which one of these 2 clubs are going to go down, I would put money on Blackburn Rovers going down because I think don't have the guts. We don't have the bench. Look at the shithouse merchants that came on. Patterson, Michael Smith. They are, of course, experienced pros at this. We are throwing our hopes and dreams on inexperience and loanees, for crying out. Triple sub of loanees who will not give 2 shits about Blackburn Rovers come next season. They will not be asked whether we stay up or stay down. That's what we're bringing on to salvage us in this game, and that was It's a poor scenario to be in. Can we tar Eustace with this brush? I don't think it is right to tar him with this brush. He had no influence in the transfer window. This whole season has been a write-off from top to bottom. And I just fear us for us right now. If we can somehow salvage this season, I think a long and hard discussions need to be had with the hierarchy, with the structure of this club, because right now we are clueless. Giving 7,000 away fans tickets to this game was a stupid move. I did not hear a peep out of that Ewood faithful. I heard Wednesday fans from the get-go. They wanted this more compared to Rovers. And why should we be getting excited about this team when the players on the pitch, realistically, and I know they're going to say, oh, we tried our best, oh, yes, that's fine. You think you tried your best, and maybe you did give it your 100% effort, but really deep down within yourselves, the pace wasn't there. There was no urgency when we were trailing. There was no urgency to take the lead. I think you were trying to, and no disrespect, it might have been a nice game plan to not lose this game. But guess what? When you're losing this game, you've got to change it up a little bit. I even saw, and I love Sam Smolich to bits. I think his goals have been the saviour for us this season. He said, it's only 2 goals. It's only 2 goals. That was a mentality to say, we got to try and draw this game. We got to try and draw this game. A draw would have still put us in the scenario where we're still not safe. And now we go into the final 2 games, not only not safe, but also got a lot more work to do to make sure we're safe. And we might be pinning our hopes on others doing us a massive favour, where it's not, because I do not believe in this team right now. I do not believe in this team. I think we're in trouble. We're in serious trouble. And of course, whatever happens between now and the end of the season, if we're in this division or not, seriousness has to be done with this team mentality, playing the kids. We need pros. Look at the Barry Bannons. Look at the experienced pros they've got. They've got a good mixture there. When you look to your bench, who do we have? Who do we have on the bench? Nobody. We have McFadden, yeah, okay, I'll give you that, but that was a fluke picking him up. But to be honest with you, we are in serious trouble, and we need a response again. We need a response from that 5-1 drumming from Bristol City. We got it with the Leeds today, embarrassed at our own turf, 3-1. We need a response, and that is, of course, back at Ewood Saturday. I wouldn't give them 10 tickets for Coventry. Otherwise, it's going to be same shit, different day. And of course, lose that game. Guess what, folks? We're going down. Anyway, I'm out.